My name is Michael Pilon, and this is my video audition. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and why I may be of use to you in some of your productions. My background is I'm a dentist by profession, nearing retirement, and I got interested in acting a number of years ago, and I thought it might be a lot of fun, a lot of a great transition for me to continue in this thing. I've taken a few courses with ACT Ottawa, and on one of them, Pat Fry, who runs a very good audio center, said I had a good voice, and I've done a few audio productions with him. Some of my assets include, well, as Pat said, I have a good voice. Apparently, this is an asset. I speak 4 languages, English and French fluently, and I speak German and Spanish. Now, my English, I can do a number of accents, which is a lot of fun. I've done this ever since I think I was in school. In fact, I was called a bad actor when I was in school because of things. I like the Australian accent. It's kind of a real macho type of thing. Yeah, I'm from Melbourne, from Sydney. I've been down there and I just enjoyed it immensely and had a great time. New Zealand accent is sort of like the Australian, but not quite as much of a question mark at the end of each sentence. Now in the UK, of course, you have the Scottish accent. Well, I'll tell you, I'm not doing the Scottish one anymore after that referendum vote. In fact, I've turned in my kilt and I'm never going to wear it again. Until next week, maybe. I'll wear it in Glasgow, maybe, but not in Edinburgh. Oh, did you see how they voted there? What about the Irish? Listen, fella, we've been talking about independence for years, and you can come and join us. Now, what about in Canada? We have a lot of great accents. The Newfoundland accent, well, the boys on the rock, it's kind of an Irish accent a bit. But don't tell them that. That's a Newfoundland accent that eyes the bye that builds the boat. Wow. Now, in England itself, of course, there are just a plethora of accents from county to county and town to town, and it would take a lifetime, I think, to learn them all. You've got the very posh, the upper crust, you see. Well, I say, old chap, my name is Edward Edwards, and I could have my servants show you around if you like. Well, I come from Liverpool. Our accent is a bit more of a working class. I seem to have done okay with my Liverpool accent, haven't I? In French, well, I've been told that my French accent is Ottawa Valley. There's certain words and terms, but je peux parler comme un Québécois, il n'y a pas de problème avec ça. Moi, je viens de la Beauce, Tabarouette. Et Montréal, je visite Montréal souvent. La ville du Québec, là, ça, c'est mes ancêtres ont été là. Et je peux parler aussi, si vous voulez, comme un vrai Français, de la France. Oui, je m'appelle Henri, je suis de Paris et franchement, je ne comprends pas les Québécois. C'est pas une langue française, c'est un mélange de langues, franchement. My German, I've been told it has a French accent. I learned German in university for a number of reasons, and I could learn, obviously, scripts, so I don't have, I don't have a great fluent vocabulary, but I hitchhiked around Germany in my misspent youth and was understood. But it could be used perhaps in a plot where someone from Canada is speaking to German on a telephone or Skype or something. And my Spanish is very good as well. I've been told that it's more like a Portuguese accent. And again, Spanish could be used in a number of situations in various plays. So this is me. My background, it includes very little acting, but in the armed forces, I was in the armed forces. There's a certain leadership aspect that one learns in the armed forces, and if you're acting, I think you need that. You need that presence, you need that strength of character, even if it's a humble character. You have to convince others that you are humble. I did a lot of instructing, and people might say, well, what's instruction? What has teaching got to do with acting? Well, if you use a little bit of lateral thinking and thinking outside the box, to be a good teacher, you have to get the whole audience, and this time it's students, involved. Don't just look at one spot. You look around the class. You pick them up. You get perhaps a bit of humor or something very serious when it's that time. In many ways, it is a form of acting. I was also a member of Toastmasters, and I attained the competent Toastmaster degree. Toastmasters, one would say, well, what's public speaking got to do with acting? Well, an awful lot, of course, if you think about it. There's volume. There's maybe tempo, you slow down. Or your voice rises. or you direct your thoughts, your speech at one person. You can do that on the stage or with the audience. So these backgrounds, although they're not directly connected to acting, I feel may be of assets to someone. On the screen, my email will appear. If you're interested in further communications with me, I'd be glad to hear it. I'm open to anything. I'm not temperamental yet. And I do look forward to taking part in any activities the Ottawa acting scene has to offer. Sleep tight. Bye-bye.